Hello, field agents. Welcome to another Into the Den.
No,
Sorry about that. Agent Intercept community live stream. I'm your community manager, Josh Kamau, and today we have a very special guest with us. We are joined by Rick Stemm from the game design team on Agent Intercept. Hello.
Hey Josh, hey guys. I am a game designer at Pickpock and specifically the narrative designer at Agent Intercept, so do the story and dialogue and high-level design.
That is really cool. So, we've got a new update coming up very soon for Agent Intercept that we're very excited to talk about. There's a lot going on behind the scenes here at Pickpock, and I think people are really going to love this.
Absolutely. We always try and do some bug fixes and smooth out the experience and add those new current crises so there's more white knuckle action to play, but this time we've unleashed an entire new mode of gameplay, challenge mode.
Yeah, so a question that we've gotten a lot from our community and people online is that they want a little bit more from the world of Agent Intercept, not only in terms of story, but of course the way that we play the game. So in Agent Intercept, we have crises that are on a timer, I believe.
Yep, you get one a day and it rotates over to the next day, and the replayability comes in terms of high score. So each crisis tries to deliver what we hope is a cool story with great set pieces and good moments, and you can win or lose. But not just win or lose, we give so many chances to with our combo meter, to string jumps and kills and takedowns and point collects together to build a huge score. And so we wanted to take that high score chasing for the best of the best max skill feeling and make a mode just based on that. So no story or dialogue, but maximum skill.
Yeah, absolutely. And for you agents in training, I think this is going to be a brilliant feature because that allows you to optimize the way that you play, essentially, right? So we have targets out in the world, or actually, tell you what, how about we just jump in?
Let's do it. I like it. All right, so we've got our challenges up here. Agency Proving Ground. So the theming is that it's a simulation that agencies go in through to hone their skills. They can have these sort of real-life danger challenges, but not actually die. You see we have time trials, which we'll be showing right now, and target practice, which we may or may not get to, we'll see. And they are related to the current crisis. So we can see we have different characters, so all of the bad guys in the game show up as simulations of themselves for you to beat. So here this is actually kind of fun. We get a new character right away, the Claw Mercenary. We added some new bad guys, so Claw doesn't just have like loyal, zealous spans. They also have hired guns that we bring in. And I really like the design that I worked with it with art. They created this huge buff like mercenary, and it's nice to have our normal like gun-toting dude not be a dude, but still be tough.
Absolutely. I think some of the designs that we've had, or rather the art direction in total, has been such a fantastic exploration into the world of old 60s spy movies, vibrant colors, and just a fantastic world overall.
But with a little bit of a twist. Like you don't really get to see these kind of tough female characters in those classic movies. So it's got the feel, but we are trying to add a little bit of energy too. So defeat the Claw Merc. Their time of 40.5 seconds means they're taking home a big fat paycheck. What about us? Let's find out.
Fantastic. As we answer questions in the chat as well, Soul Destroyer, thank you so much for the idea. Like that is something that we're really hoping to do in 2020, and hopefully we'll have more announcements on stuff like that very soon.
Thanks for distracting, because I started pretty poor here. So the goal is to hit these blue things to get a boost, not just your boost meter, but it ups your speed outside of that. And anytime you hit a car, you actually lose a second. So this is about the skill driving that I am not pulling off here as we try and avoid cars. So this is all about skill. You do not want to do what you're seeing me do here, which is just crash your way through.
Absolutely, and right now we're actually exploring one of the new environments in Agent Intercept as well. So we've got this new snowy environment, which looks really cool.
Yeah, Iceland-ish, kind of Scandinavia, maybe parts of New Zealand. We wanted to add the snow, the coast, eventually get to ice flows and icy rivers and even volcanoes and geothermal activity. So, amazingly, despite my somewhat noobish outing, I did defeat the Merc, so you can see that we've moved up on the list here, and now I can challenge the Claw Elite, another one of our new bad guys. We've got this cool kind of sexy androgynous non-binary design here. This is the Elite, the high echelons of Claw, who you only sometimes see in levels.
Right, and absolutely, and this menu explains exactly the time that you need to beat, and as well as how difficult you can expect it to be.
Right, we're on a difficulty of medium now, and there's a little bit of a longer track, so I need to get a minute 12 to be able to beat this. So same thing as before, we start at the line, we want to hit the blue boosts, use my own boost to grab speed in between them, and avoid cars, which gets hard in these narrow channels. So sometimes you have to make a choice. Do I want to, like there I missed the boost, but I avoided that whole pile of cars, so I think I saved myself some time there.
So Soul Destroyer, this game is available on Apple Arcade, the new subscription service from Apple. So available on iPhones or iOS, any iOS device, as well as Apple TV, I believe.
Correct. You can also play it with a controller, which I hear is really nice. I actually haven't done it yet. I've just done the touchscreen. And oh yes, I will through those guys. That was all right. My skills are getting back to me now.
Yeah, what's really great about this as well with Apple Arcade is basically you can play it across all devices and take your progress as you go. So if you feel the need for speed on the way to work or on the way to school, you can open up the App Store on your phone and just keep playing.
Keep those leaderboards. I'm not sure if I'm going to make this one or not. I'm in the home stretch. I got about 10 seconds. I've been avoiding the cars, but I've been missing the boost to do it. Time trial is not my forte. I'm a story guy. I prefer the high action. I'm going to miss it by 1.5 seconds.
Oh, no.
So in this one, I skidded out, and you'll see I'm going to get a taunt from our character letting me know, thankfully, just the Proving Ground agent, you're too suave to destroy for real. You want to give it a shot?
I got
113. I missed it by a second and a half. So if you can do 1 second better than me, you'll get it.
Community manager giving this a go. I haven't played Agent Intercept in oh my Lord,
oh, nice! You went through those guys, though. I can't believe that.
Yeah, I think that's one of the best things about Agent Intercept is giving us that opportunity to experience these high-octane moments.
Yeah.
And feel so very cool and powerful as
you
well.
left clear over that guy. I love it because I'm actually pretty terrible at any kind of driving in general, and Agent Intercept makes even me feel cool. But you can see I don't always hit those, elite high score marks. So it gives me room to improve and play, but it's not like, it wasn't frustrating. Like I missed it by a second, I saw what I could have done better. So it's usually really clear where you can get better. The replay value is strong. Like these aren't randomized, you'll get the same track, so you can kind of know where the curves are coming up and the boosts are coming up so you can plan ahead. So the replay value is very friendly that way, but still challenging.
Oh no.
All right, you're also in the main stretch, but you're about 3 seconds faster than I was at this point, so you got a shot. Yeah, you missed a couple of boosts. You're gonna get it! Oh, nice!
Did we do it? Did we do it?
Yeah, you beat it by a good 2 or 3 seconds, I think.
Oh, fantastic! And this is actually going to give players a much better chance at kind of like, again, optimizing their path, being able to really work out how the controls work and tackle those leaderboards.
Right, and it'll make you better in those crisis leaderboards as you hone your skills here. So I'm going to give, this is my favorite character, Darius Squib. Blow me up all you want, I'll keep coming back. Unless you beat minute 10.
That's really cool. Soul Destroyer, unfortunately, it's not available on Google Play at the moment.
Oh, no, I can't believe I missed that. Sorry, I was really proud of myself for missing that guy around that curve there. I'm getting better.
That's really cool. I really love these moments where you can like jump over and clear.
Yeah, and these tight, narrow paths. That's just really. Can I get between them? Yes, look at that drift. Again, I'm so pleasantly surprised when I pull off these skill things. Drift around. See, I missed the boost, but I avoided the enemies. And yeah, you can see some of our environment. So it's snowing, which has a really nice feel, and you can see some of the half snow-covered lands, the coast there. Again, we want to eventually get to the point where you'll see some like ice flows in the water and volcanoes in the background and geothermal vents. I think this landscape gives us a lot of fun to play with.
Oh. Nice, it's great to see some of our Into the Dead fans popping in as well. We did a Into the Dead live stream this morning on our Facebook page. So if you're interested, do check that out.
Always exciting things happening on Into the Dead.
Absolutely. But look at this, you just
I think I'm going to miss it by... Wait, we'll see. I actually don't know. It's going to be as close as possible. Oh! I can't believe it.
Oh, that was so close.
0.3 seconds.
That is so intense.
And excitingly, for this stream, defeating 3 levels of time trial unlocked target practice. Let's play now. You want to give it a shot?
Oh, I think, well, you show us how it's done, and I'll try and sneak in there at the end after I've learned a few things.
All right. So, yeah.
So what is the point of
score.
target practice?
It's honing your skills and your reflexes. It's both your driving skills, because you need to line up the shot in this one, because we have a new weapon, which you'll start to see in Crises soon, the Thunderbolt, which is a piercing laser that blasts through multiple enemies in the actual Crisis modes when we happen. Here it's just used to shoot targets. But again, it's different because it's extra powerful, but you have to line up. It's not auto-target.
Okay.
Also plays on your reflexes because a timer counts down as each target pops up, and you get more points the faster you shoot it. But you can't shoot it too fast. The targets turn around, and the second it turns around, well, the 10th of a second it turns around, you need to hit it.
And does it have like piercing ability as well? Like
not in this track, but
okay.
in the Crises, yeah. And we want to add that as another skill thing, where if you can line up multiple claw cars and shoot through them, you can get bonus points and also conserve your ammo that way.
That's really cool. It really offers players different ways to play as well.
Yeah.
It's not just the same weapons. You're going to see new things come to Agent Intercept.
Here it is.
That looks really cool.
Popping up.
Already, I'm a bit.
So
blown
here
away
I have to line myself up and then fire. And you can see when it switches from the X, the timer counts down. See here, I shot it too early, and so I got no points. So you really have to have control and reflexes. You can't just shoot early. You have to do it as soon as it turns. And there I missed. So line up, fire. There we go. And you kind of see the green-yellow ring around it. This does not encourage boosting as much. You certainly can, but it's more about those reflexes in the lineup, the patience and waiting. So there, perfect! I actually waited and was rewarded. You can line it up in advance, but you don't want to shoot till then. So this is a real, oh man. You get a measly 10 points if you just ran through it. It's your concentration prize.
It gets the job done though, right?
Too early again. I'm trying to go for those reflex skill shots, but I tend to go too early. I'm a man of action! The man of action is just missing his targets.
Man of action.
Right. I got 3 targets to beat the score here. As long as I hit 1 or 2 of them, I should be good. So then it'll be about, can you beat me? Which, frankly, I can't. I'm not great at these skill modes. All right, 10,000 is enough for me to beat the challenge, which would, again, just before, unlock the next challenge. You can see the Claw Elite is complimenting you. You agents live up to your reputation. Kind of like having them recognize that you're also a force of power. At any point, you can back out too and go back to time trials, continue there, back to target practice, and you can see it tracks your process. It checks off all the guys you've beaten. So you are playing on medium instead of easy. So
well, we'll see how we go. But it's really cool to see that this is like based on the current crises as well. So you can get in there and learn how to optimize your pathing, optimize your, well, not so much your timing, I guess.
Yeah.
Because it's offering you just.
But you learn the track, and also these will stay interesting because the tracks on them change as the crises change, so it's really a huge new amount of content and ways for people to play.
Cool. Well, I'm not going to hesitate any longer. Let's get in there and see how we perform. Not only are we...
the Thunderbolt is so cool.
Not only are we driving, but...
you actually have to line it up. It doesn't auto-target. So it lets you know when you're lined up with the reticule, but doesn't auto-target. So it's, it's a whole new level of skill. Oh, perfect. Well done.
Ah, no. It's trickier than you expect, because you're looking for the timing.
Yeah, and if you're drifting while you're waiting for it, sometimes you can get off target. It's a really well done mode. Dwayne, the lead designer on this project, has been working on this for a while. It was an idea he's had for a long time, because he really wanted to get that sense of honing your skills, and a lot of testing went in. That
was not perfect, that was early.
Yeah, but you got several really good shots in a row. So you already beat my score. Granted, you get more targets because it's medium, but I think there's no question that you're playing better than I did.
I think the score is a lot higher too. The target score is certainly a lot higher.
You're unquestionably playing.
And no benefit too early. Man of action!
I like that you get some points for smashing into them. It's nominal, but it at least feels good. Oh yeah, I shot one.
Yeah, I shot the one behind the one I was actually aiming for. That seems like a typical JK move there.
You can see the environment too as you go. Everyone, I hope, appreciates it. You may not notice a lot of the details, but it all adds up to this good subconscious feeling of the environment. But certainly our art department did research on the types of plants and trees and shrubs you would see to really get a kind of authentic experience, and then just push the colors to get that, like you said, that really poppin' 60s vibe. So there's just this good mix of authentic research and real world feeling locations.
Final two.
All right, there's one.
At least to get one more. At least.
You're gonna be close. Wait, you got it. You just passed it on the last one. 16,000.
That was.
And you hit it by, again, just a few hundred points.
Yeah, I think I really dropped the ball on those last few targets though. So, you know,
Nice.
but hey, it's an opportunity to grow, it's an
Yeah,
opportunity
right.
to practice. I can get better at this, I will get better at this.
I think it wouldn't be fun if you beat them all on the first try. Like, that wouldn't really be the point of a challenge
It'd
mode.
be nice.
Yeah. I don't know. I feel like, again, we tried to make it not frustrating, right? So you can learn. The targets are in the same place. So if you do bad, you kind of know where, like, oh, I missed those 3 in a row coming up on that curve, so I'm going to watch out for that. So it really, again, it's friendly to the replay that way, and I really like that. And we got a little world building with the characters kind of taunting you in there.
Yeah, of course, and like the opportunities that the different challenges also present to you as well. Like one is very much focused on the driving aspect and managing to get a good time, whereas this one is all about accuracy.
Yeah.
Because you know these are all things that contribute to your point score modifiers as well. How many enemies you defeat, and of course being able to keep that chain, I believe.
Yeah, exactly. The
that
combo
drift
chain is the key, is whether you're drifting or getting takedowns by smashing into enemies or shooting enemies or taking jumps or collecting points. There's so many different ways to keep your combo modifier active, but like the combo multiplier is the key to the high score. You can't just survive the mission. And you have a time on that combo multiplier too, so you need to see like, oh my god, the multiplier's gonna go away, I have to get that pickup, or I need to like shoot a missile at that guy far down because I'm not going to get to him in time to actually defeat him before my multiplier goes down. So there's a lot of strategy to the leaderboard high score. And now that we have global leaderboards, it'll be all the more satisfying because that came out in the last update, so you can actually compare your scores to everybody who plays Agent Intercept, and your mastery of these tracks and the combo multiplier is going to pay off. I know for a brief time I was on the global leaderboards really high up, but mostly because I was like the first person to play it. I was like, I'm going to do this and get a screenshot before everybody else knows that it's coming out, so I can have my 15 seconds of fame. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to beat this one. But I'm also kind of just enjoying looking at the environments, because oftentimes when you're in the middle of designing a game and looking at all that stuff, you don't always get to sit back and appreciate it.
Yeah, absolutely. Hi Nathan, good to see you. Thank you so much for joining the stream.
I failed as bad as I thought.
I think it possibly could have been because we were too busy just relaxing and enjoying the view. It's really good. I really love the environments in this game.
Well, you want to see one in action in story mode?
So. How about we show everybody the latest crisis?
Great. Current crisis, Starfall. This is one I've wanted to do since I went on this team. Like within the first couple days of joining the team, I had the idea for like an orbital weapons satellite. I think that's kind of a classic, James Bond Moonraker kind of thing. And I just wanted to get it in there so bad. So it's really exciting for me to finally see this come in the game. So what we have here, Claw Elites have taken control of an orbital weapons platform. They've hacked this defense satellite's laser targeting system. We've located the 2 armored comm trucks carrying the hackers. Stop them from raining down destruction from the heavens. And you can see our elite hackers there are the main villain in this one, so let's jump in. And you and I can challenge each other in this too. And see, we tease our new environment somewhere in the Arctic Circle. That beautiful crane shot with the snowfall in the mountains. And the scepter tearing around the corner. Hackers' comm truck boosts their signal to reach the satellite. Fortunately, that makes them easy to track. One thing I try and do is like, when you have super tech, that's all just like kind of jargony and jokes, it's still a challenge to try and like make it consistent. So whenever I can, I try and give reasons for the tech in the world to work and reasons for the things you're doing. We don't want to think too hard about it.
Whoa, so this is actually the first time we've ever seen something like this.
Yeah, space cutscene, firing lasers down, but watch the effect. Bam! I wish you guys could hear the sounds, like the sound effects of those lasers, oh man, I hate that one, are so good.
Oh, they definitely can hear the sounds.
Oh, fantastic.
So.
Oh, good, because yeah, the laser sound effects were something that I was definitely like wanting to push on this one, and
okay, I've got to ask,
work on sound.
how long does it take for these guys to charge another shot from the laser? Because this thing's popping off.
Yeah, they're raining it down.
Space.
You can see HQ just told us that the truck's heat-resistant armor thwarts the missiles. So in this little mini-boss battle, it's extra challenging because the missiles do less damage while it's armored. I think my sweaty thumb does not.
So you're actually encouraged to
smash
take it on head on.
Yeah, for the first part you have to smash it, and then once you knock the armor free, then it's fair game on the missiles. I was actually too busy smashing it to get the missile pickup. And too busy talking to really play skillfully, so it might actually die here, but we'll see. I'm going to try and pick it out in the last couple seconds. It's going to be close. Oh, wow. Literally, it was zooming away. So now that the comm truck is broken, The satellite is going out of control! Watch out for chaotic attacks. So now the lasers are just smashing crazy everywhere. And HQ is letting us know that under control, Claw can use the satellite to target seats of power in cities, but out of control, the stray lasers might hit the agency chapter house in the area. So we not only have to dodge it ourselves, we need to take it down before it actually destroys the agency and destroys these innocent Scandinavian towns around. Oh man. I really love the laser party. It just feels so good.
It really does feel quite dangerous, quite devastating to watch as well.
So now we take a shortcut because we're never going to catch up with the comm truck on the road, so we're going off-road. Torpair, our Q character, is talking about how our crazy driving is always giving us a good chance for field testing equipment because you're always going off-road and always taking jumps and always doing ridiculous things. And I try and make the characters acknowledge just how awesome and ridiculous the player is. Even though they also kind of expect this from their agent. So yeah, we have our new off-road environment, which just really looks nice. The kind of muddy, snowy roads feel great. So again, trucks here, I do more damage when I smash into it. I can still fire missiles to really spam those attacks, but they're not going to do as much. So I really try and maximize my boost here. It's important to hit those boost pickups so you can get that missile. Now that the armor's gone, the missiles are going to do full damage. And hopefully it's going to be enough. I love shooting in midair. That's one of my favorite things to do is take the jump and the shot. All right, so took out the second truck. Well done. Cancel the evacuation. We what? And now the satellite is still firing like crazy. Going haywire and revealing a secret control tower.
I absolutely love it.
So HQ lets us know that Claw can no longer control the weapons, but they're using that tower to control its movement. And so they're trying to position the satellite over the agency base in the area.
There was a satellite in a mountain. A satellite in a mountain.
Right? That was
their Wi-Fi must be terrible.
Hey, it's Claw. They also have super tech. This is my favorite part, though. The laser is just cutting across the road. You can see, too, that the snow, if I'm going to drift into here, slows you down. So if you really want to get to the tower in time, you have to avoid the snow, and you can see it slows the Claw trucks down too. So I've got to try and find the paths here because I do have a limited amount of time to reach the tower before the satellite is in position over the agency base. So I have to both dodge the lasers and try and avoid the snow so I can get there in time. The lasers also, ooh, I ate that one, I might actually die. The lasers will kill Claw vehicles, so if you play this level extra clever, you can encourage the Claw vehicles to run into the laser and get taken out. I am so low on health and so low on time.
It's right there.
It's
You're almost
so
there.
Close. I'm in the red for time.
Ooh.
There's a laser coming. Oh my god, I had no life. With 0 life and like 2 seconds left, I was able to take out the control tower.
That was definitely clutch, but I think that's exactly what being an agent is all about, right?
I like this little cutscene too. You saved untold others. And a little bing, explosion in space in the background. Nice little anime moment. All right, so I beat it about as excitingly as possible with not a terrible score. So
yeah,
I think,
that's very good.
Why don't you try and best this 715,000?
I don't know. I was
Number
seeing
7 on the local leaderboard under Max Masterson, fellow agent. And the notifications are fun, by the way. Like, if you guys want, sign up for Agent Intercept notifications. Not only will it tell you when there's new crises and things up, but they're all written in character, so they're fun.
Okay, let's give this a go. I'm a little bit terrified, if I'm being completely honest, because some of the scenes that we saw there, especially the ones with the lasers, looked absolutely thrilling, but overwhelming.
Yeah, it does a lot of damage. We really, tried to make it feel different. You're definitely going to take more damage from being hit by a laser than you are taking the normal guns from claws or running into rocks. And this is one of those where, like, the first time you play it, you're just going to have to try and survive. And then later, you can come back, see if you can get those pickups, see if you can chain those combos together, see if you can trigger a friendly fire bonus by getting the laser to hit claw. I love the space cutscene.
It really looks amazing.
Yeah, great job on the model and the camera work. We really, the art department, both the art direction, the AD department, and the artists on the game work really hard on these cutscenes, and just, you can see how the camera pulls back here to really let you see where the lasers are coming, but also give this exciting view of pace, and then it cuts back in to zoom in when you're battling the truck. and we have the armor bar on the truck there. So it's the camera work in this game, I think, is underappreciated. It's one of those things that game designers put a lot of thought into, and we kind of don't want you to notice it. We want you to just feel in the moment, and I think Agent Intercept does a really good job of that.
So now it's open to be attacked with my missiles.
Yep, and you can hit it with missiles before, they just do less damage, but now they're going to do full damage and really help you beat that truck.
Oh no!
And you see it's getting distance, but you got it.
Okay, we got it.
But the satellite's
very close.
out of control.
Hey, thank you so much for stopping by, Soul Destroyer. It's great to have you on board.
Yeah,
have a great night, and we hope you enjoy Agent Intercept.
We definitely appreciate the comments. Yeah, so interestingly,
Wow.
you sometimes got to take your finger off the boost in those sections so you have time to move around them. You really got to be on your game. But actually, you made it through pretty good. You haven't taken that much damage.
I'm surviving, barely.
I'm gonna take our sweet off-road shortcut. I really like the off-road in
I'm more of your kind of like seat of your pants, edgy seat kind of agent, I believe.
Yeah, that's one of the things I love about this genre is, like, clearly you're this highly qualified professional that's had to go through psychological exams and, you know, prove your skills in a million different areas, but you're also just this insane adrenaline junkie.
How did you survive? I don't know.
It's like the whole James Bond thing. Like, he's just the world's most well-known super spy. It's not about actually keeping your identity secret. It's about everybody knowing who you are and how good you are. Yeah, the second track is a little bit harder. It keeps the distance from you as you go. You really gotta put the pedal to the metal on the boost there. And our little elite making a comment that they hope the truck's armor is enough to protect their beautiful face.
Okay, so we've got a couple of missiles. Oh, we're about to miss it! No!
Oh, they escaped!
Go away!
And now look what happens. The satellite is coming for. They have to evacuate the town.
Well, the fact of the matter is, we had fun.
Well, and also look at your score.
Well, I mean, that's not half bad there.
Yeah, you died, but you blew my score out of the water.
I know, but that's unfortunate. You know, they're clearly not meant for field work. But if they need any, community management for their secret organization, give me a call, I guess.
There are. Well, we started to do that a little bit, like with the agency rankings. We've sort of created these other agency characters who right now just live on the leaderboards, but are eventually going to get worked into the game in different ways. And that's kind of fun to be thinking about little seeds that build out the world. That's what it's all about when you have an action-focused game like this. Like, the narrative isn't the focus of Agent Intercept, but having that story in the background and these seeds of the bigger world hopefully increases the enjoyment. It feels a little more lived in. It makes your stunts and your exploits feel that much more cool because you're saving people that hopefully feel a little bit real, and you're having these other competent characters compliment you and challenge you, and hopefully even if you're not a story person, you know, that plays into that feeling of awesomeness.
So there's a little bit of something for everybody.
Yeah. And if you are a story person, we try and make it, good and interesting and exciting. And if you're not, again, hopefully it just sort of ups your feeling of awesomeness as you're zooming through this world and putting everyone to shame and complimenting people. You did get first, though, with that score, which would unlock the global leaderboard. So you died, but you died with such style that you get to now compare yourself to people who've played this around the world, which is not now, because this is currently unreleased.
This is an exclusive look at the new Crisis coming very soon to Agent Intercept, and we're very excited to show it off. But we wanted to show it off before we closed out for the year. Yeah. This has been a fantastic time developing this game. I'm so proud of the team and what they've accomplished with this. The art style, the gameplay, it's absolutely fantastic, and it's great to be able to share this with the world.
Yeah, everybody's on board in this team, and that our goal is to make the player feel as cool as possible, while also leaving room to challenge them and improve their skills. So since we're all on point with that mission, everything works together, and it's a very good team too, where everybody's, one thing I like about the Agent Intercept team is we all like to start very big, and then pull it down to what we can create, but our goal is always, what is the awesomest thing we can do? And then, okay, what is the awesomest thing we can do, and get it out to our audience in time.
I mean, of course, I failed that mission, but I was so caught up in just how amazing everything felt, from jumping over the enemies to doing these little flips and firing mid-air. I felt very, very cool the entire time.
You get bonus points if you jump and land on the top of the truck, too.
Oh, that's...
And I think it might even do bonus damage.
That's really cool.
I can't actually remember. But yeah, so like behind the scenes rewards, like every little thing you do, you get rewarded for. So it's worth experimenting. It's worth trying to do crazy things. Like even if you destroy a claw car and it's on the ground broken and you run over it, you still get bonus points for that. Like smashing them that's already smashed.
And of course, like the practice modes are really going to help people get the best out of their gameplay as well, and really find, I guess, like their skill level.
Yeah. And they're always available. So unlike the rotating crises, which you move through, you can always jump to the challenge mode. So hopefully that'll help people who are enjoying this game but need more to do have a reason to check in, not just every day, but actually give it a few sessions and improve their score. So you can see I can just jump into the challenges at any point and pick up where I left off. So here we have beaten the first 3 people in the time trial, and so I can go on and see if I can defeat a 4th person, which is one of our more dangerous claw villains. And likewise, I'm going to try again and see if I can do better at the target practice mode, since I've been so bad at this on the stream.
But yeah, things are looking pretty exciting for 2020 in terms of like Agent Intercept. There's not a lot that we can cover right now, but we are so excited to continue bringing more content and more ways to enjoy this game.
Yeah, the entire team feels good about this game and really cares about it and the people who play it. So we're doing everything we can to give people reasons to keep coming back and keep coming back. And we want to keep working on this game. It's fun being on the team.
So like the timing is pretty sharp on this right now.
Yeah, this one I can't really make. So I had 2 too earlys, and that might even be enough. I've got 16 targets left. I'm pretty much going to have to hit them all to get that bonus score. So I'm looking at about, I can't remember, 15. I just keep doing too early. I have such an itchy trigger finger. It's that kung fu in me, Josh. I'm always taught to go forward. Don't wait. Go forward. And that is not what you want to do here. But I like
they
that.
say, I mean, that's that age-old adage, right? It's like, be like water, flow, wait, shoot your lasers later.
Yeah, that was what my first Grandmaster told me. But the laser style got shut down. Yeah. There wasn't a laser style dojo in New Zealand, so I had to learn a different art. But the waiting was something that, again, Dwayne, our designer, thought in. Like, he really was smart about balancing that reflexes with patience. If you can line it up too soon, then it really doesn't have that reflex skill.
Yeah.
And so Dwayne is really keen on these designs. And that's, I think, one of the reasons that this game works well is we have a lot of complementary skill sets. I think the different, some of the game designers have a really great sense of the map design and the level and the track layout, and some of the designers have a really great sense of the story and snappy dialogue, and some of the designers have a really great sense of the handling and the reflexes and the placement of enemies. So we try and think about really every aspect of these to make sure that, like, every second you're doing something interesting. Even if it's a second of just anticipation waiting until that big thing's going to happen.
Really focusing here.
Yeah, it's hard.
But it's the getting it off the curve. Like, as soon as I've changed direction, you really need to line up with these boards.
So you have that patience that I don't. You're getting some good 900 point. There's a perfect, yeah. I could say that I'm trying to go for that perfect every time, but the fact is I just want to shoot him and I can't.
Yeah, with me, it's more about I like to hit those corners hard. And when you're doing that, very often you'll find yourself unaligned with the targets.
But that's the thing that'll, like, when you go back to the Crisis, having done this, like, the ability to come out of a sharp curve and then be firing accurately, that's what would have helped you get that truck in that second battle, is, not having to take the time to line yourself up and make those missile shots and smash into them. So you've got, like...
one.
Yeah, so this kind of practice will make you better at the crises, and the more you play the crises, the more you'll get better at this mode. And we really do hope people are using the leaderboards to compare scores and challenging each other.
Oh,
that was a
pretty
great
good
shot. The straightening out into it. You're...
just missed it.
Yeah, we both just missed it.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, I think that's enough for us today. Hopefully we'll have some more information for you in the new year. very soon. We've got some exciting stuff coming up, and
So exciting.
we're really excited to see what you think about this update as well.
It's so exciting that I had to be briefed multiple times on what I can't talk about. I just wanted to share it so much.
Absolutely. But of course, from us here at Pickpop, thank you so much for joining us today, and thank you, Rick, for joining us as well.
Anytime.
This has been a fantastic experience having you on and explaining a little bit more about the world of Agent Intercept.
Well, I want people to see that we don't just make games, we have fun playing them. I want to make games that I want to play, and I want to play this game.
Absolutely. All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for joining us. Happy holidays, Merry Christmas, and have a Happy New Year. See you next time.